Welcome to another Bastard LLC. I'm one of the three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Phil Pointer.
And this week we have on Blake Hammond. Everyone fucking give him a round of applause. Make him feel good. Make his dick hard. Can you give him a boner check while you're there? Like, really get your hands in there. Come on. See what's happening. How can you not be at full mast?
Good.
How can you not be at full mast after that brilliant, artful masterpiece that we just watched? Terror on the Prairie, brother.
It's hot garbage.
One of the worst movies I've ever seen, I think.
I loved it.
It was great.
I thought it was great.
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All
Cowboy Cerrone was transcendent, I thought. Hints of Brando, and the fact that he can't talk. He felt like he had cotton in his mouth.
He did talk like he had a roll of nickels in there the entire time.
Yeah.
Like,
But that was just the taste of Gina Carano's pussy.
The idea of her pussy tasting like rolled pennies is so fucking
It's tart.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, what's your pussy described as tinny?
Yeah, she's got a Coinstar pussy, dude.
I think
Because she uses it.
Sticky, there's a lollipop on the side of
Because
it.
she actually uses it as a coin purse.
Set up what this fucking piece of dog shit is, Lloyd. This was your guys' idea, right? Because you guys suggested it to each other.
Yeah, we had commercials for it during fights, and we were texting back and forth, and I was like, "We have to watch this, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course."
Duh.
So it's the Daily Wire put it out. It's the uncanceling of Gina Carano.
I guess.
I suppose.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's done. Still.
Yeah,
I think this solidified her death.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's doing what they intended, but that's what it's supposed to be.
It buried a stake in the grave through the coffin to make sure it was super dead.
They just put concrete.
They don't even
on
have
top
a
of it.
fucking Wikipedia article. So every time that you try to go up and look up any information on this movie, because I'm trying to get like budget information, fucking who wrote it, and like be able to click around, but it just redirects to the Daily Wire.
Well, if you go on the Rotten Tomatoes, it'll tell you
all right.
all that stuff, too.
All right. I don't usually fuck with Rotten Tomatoes because every time on Rotten Tomatoes it'd be like tomato
down.
meter review 8,000%.
Slowly scroll down.
All right.
One more. There you go.
Yeah, so...
Nothing.
Director,
Josiah
producer, writer.
Nelson.
Who's Michael Polish? Is this his first fucking thing? Let's find out. I want to figure out who this fucking douchebag is. Maybe watch this piece of shit movie. The Bridge of San Luis Rey has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then he's got Twin Falls, Idaho from 99 as his highest rated with a 77%. So he just makes like B-rate horror films.
I watched Satanic Panic. It was kind of fun. I did watch
kind
that.
of fun.
It was fun. Like it was like it's like a show. It's like a movie that you'd watch like on Shudder. I don't know if you guys have fuck with Shudder at all, but it's just like I mean, it's supposed to be bad, but it was like fun enough. It had like a fun enough.
There's one review on this whole thing, and it's what was it? The fucking...
Hollywood in Toto, the right take on entertainment, which, right is the operative term there. They say it's...
Terror on the Prairie brings the old school Western roaring back to life. And how? By fucking making me have the website restart itself 30 times in the middle of trying to fucking watch it? Or is it by the long, drawn-out fucking dog shit Quentin Tarantino rip-off scenes of a camera just on a tripod sitting and watching fucking nothing happen for minutes on end? Just... fucking dishes being
horrible.
washed and fucking slow motion. They're slowing the footage down, it felt like, at certain points to fucking... I don't... It was just a fucking...
They were doing it on purpose. That opening was 3 shots of 4 horses chasing down the fastest man alive.
Chasing down a man on foot who was injured.
He was the fastest man alive, and he nearly made it away, too.
Golly, dude.
And there's 4 shots of it, like, and it's the same fucking shot 4 times in a row, where it's just fucking, like, it's nothing, then it's, and then it's fucking, like, 10 seconds, and then horses. And you would think that there would be, like, now there's 2 seconds in between the delay, and now they've caught him. Nope, 4 scenes of him fucking just getting it the entire way. Running for fucking miles, it has to be.
Then one of them fucking pulls out the lasso and hog ties this dude. They beat the dog shit out of him while he says a prayer.
And they read scripture shittily.
There's 5 of them, mind you. There's 5 of these bad guys. It's important to know.
Yeah.
The only half-ass good actor in the movie is the guy.
There's not one. Don't say that. Don't
the
say
only
anything.
half-ass okay that's even sort of a little bit believable would be the worst
The
actor
son.
in any regular movie. No, I think it was the fucking the old man guy, the preacher old man guy.
I thought he was fucking awful.
He was terrible, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it was better than any of the other.
His acting would be the worst on any regular fucking
I
movie.
thought the
and
baby was pretty good.
You beat me to it.
The baby was like
I was
killing
like,
it.
I don't know.
dude.
I think the horses did great.
Yeah.
God
The
damn.
horses were good.
Horses knocked it out of the park, to be honest.
The cow when it got shot, that was good.
Yeah.
They
did
really
really
did,
good.
by the way.
I
They
feel
really
like they
shot
had to
that.
have shot that cow.
That definitely happened.
Like,
Yeah, they shot that cow
We'll
for
film it
sure.
in Montana where you can just do anything you want.
Yeah.
Man, it was just a nightmare. It
I
was
thought
a
it was-
fucking. Go ahead, sorry.
So they. I'm just moving it along, the story along. So if you have something to say now, forever hold your peace.
No, say it.
All right, so they drag this guy that they've been chasing down for 38 miles on horse, and after they beat the dog shit out of him and say a prayer, they scalp him.
Also, to make it clear, he's not Kenyan. It's not, It is a Daily Wire movie, but he's not. It's not that kind of Daily Wire movie.
It's not what all of you had in your head as soon as we said they were
It's
chasing
like,
someone
man,
down.
this guy is running really well. He's beating horses. That's crazy.
Also,
Maybe that was their point. Like, they can run. We can run too.
Did you notice that they fucking hog tie him and tie him to a horse to drag him 6 feet, and then they immediately they sacrificed their own rope to make a dramatic cut on their own fucking rope, and I'm like, why even hog tie him? Just shoot him in the leg and then fucking cut his head, like cut his scalp off, right? Because they scalp him and they go to the next fucking scene, which is just 30 minutes of setup of Gina Carano washing dishes and being sad about
and lying to her children.
Yeah.
And lying barefaced to her children.
Set that up, yeah. What happened there?
So the fuck, it's like the first 10 minutes, like you said, is just Gina, like she wakes up, Cowboy wakes up to the baby crying. Cowboy pays no attention to it. He's got to go
To either of those things.
Yeah, he's got to go kill stuff and ride horses and sell off his fucking property to his debt collectors. And he fucking Gina wakes up. She starts taking care of the baby. She wakes up her son and lies to him.
What does she say to lie to him?
Well, it's all lies. The main lie hasn't come yet.
Her explanation for the lies is like times was different back then.
They also
Good ain't always good and bad ain't always bad.
Yeah.
They didn't talk for the first like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
You made a
not
great.
There was a bunch of blank stares. Like she walked out into the cold and picked fresh snow off the ground.
Yeah, she had a basket and was picking up snow. It looked like.
Yeah.
And then yeah. What? Oh, there was a bunch of natives that showed up too, and she was helping.
So
stitch
giant
up a
leg wound.
That was definitely. She's definitely gonna die of that later.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hours after they wrote
Yeah,
off,
it
she
got
died.
gangrene and she
Yeah.
died.
She died hardcore. She like fucking
a
Gina
dirty
just
fish
like
hook.
wiped her fucking dirty butthole and her fucking baby's butthole, and then fucking dug up the wound while cleaning it and shit. You know, there's no plumbing, there's no sink water. She's got dirty butthole fingers all the time. But fucking Cowboy finally shows up, and that's what the first line of dialogue that you can understand.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Because the natives at least say thank you and give her a knife for like cleaning out the wound. But they don't even, and they have closed captions, guys. But they don't have closed captions for the Native Americans speaking.
It just says
speaking
in a
a foreign language.
It's actually an
not native.
indigenous language.
Not a native
Hey, you
language.
fucking
a
piece
foreign.
of shit. We watched this on Luke's Daily Wire account, by the way.
No.
That he already
yeah,
had.
yeah, it's Luke's Daily Wire account. Don't tell his black girlfriend, but it is. It's crazy, dude.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so, Cowboy comes home and he's fucking doing dude things. He's going out hunting. He's shooting coyotes with his boy. And
Mom, can I go hunting with
yeah,
Dad?
Gina Serrano's having fucking psychological meltdowns from having to help out, you know, a bunch of indigenous people. And then,
But
Yeah, she had to help a minority, so she started crying when Cowboy got
It
home.
was fucking
It was
wild.
crazy. It was like, wow, I had to help out some of these people. that
I
were-
made a socialism.
so she goes to bed, and it cuts to Cowboy come in to say goodnight to his their son. And this is when the biggest bold-faced lie that has ever been said was revealed to the father. So he pulls out the metal from his butthole, and the Donald Cerrone says, like, what are you playing with there? And he's like, it's a toy I got from Mom. And then he said, well, where did she get that? And the boy says, she said she got it off a man she shot off a horse 700 yards away. And he's like, yeah, well, your mom's a crock of shit. And
This bitch literally can't hit the broadside of a barn.
for real, he did say that. She's like lying. Like, that's too far. and then he says, he says like, but you're a sharpshooter, right, Daddy? And he's like, I'm still a sharpshooter.
Also, fucking Donald Cerrone has, like, his acting coach must have just been like, hey, pretend like you have tetanus. Like, just lock your jaw as tight as you can and just fucking talk through it the entire time with gritted teeth. The Clint Eastwood method. It's fucking horrible. They let him say 6 words the whole movie. Yeah. Because every time he says one word, you're immediately, like, completely fucking taken aback by not only how poorly fucking written it is, by even how more poorly, terribly delivered it is. And there's Gina Carano over and over saying, I'm from St. Louis, like, made me want to put a gun in my mouth the entire movie.
Why was that unnecessary?
Because the gang was from St. Louis as well.
Yeah, to let you know that they had some connection to Jeb.
Yeah, Jeb
Because Jeb had stood up for her in Missouri, and that's when she knew she wanted to marry him.
Also, people in Missouri don't have that many teeth now. How the fuck did they have so many back then? This is fucking insane to me.
Also, go ahead.
No, well, this is basically also like a Civil War thing. It was like after the Civil War, so these guys were the bad guys were Confederate soldiers, which you know, even through that, like they would like still had to make them seem somewhat like. Okay, because they were like, "Oh yeah, my daughter got killed. That's why I'm bad." Yeah. It's not the fucking racism or the slavery. It's my daughter was murdered.
Also, the whole underlying point of the entire movie, because the big lie that they're telling is that Paul is actually a Union soldier, and he turns out to be a former rebel, and she's like, well, it's complicated. And it's like a very on-the-nose point about fucking, like, oh, well, I mean, just because I denied the Holocaust several times on Twitter and quadrupled down doesn't mean people can't change. It's like, that's...
You gotta give everybody a second chance. You gotta uncancel those cancels.
That is what the point of the movie is, right? Like, we can say the N-word, but we just have to say I'm sorry, and then we should be allowed to do Disney movies again. Like, no, that's not... Fuck you. That's not how it works. Keep going, though. Keep going. You want to keep walking us through it?
Yeah.
All
okay.
right.
So, cut to Gina. How do you say?
It's a terrible name. It's
a
Gina
terrible name.
Carano.
It's a terrible name.
Every time you say it different.
You said it different. So, Gina Carradine is down by the river, and she.
All right. So Jessica Biel says she's fucking sick. Says she's sick of living on the fucking prairie.
Paste was
Yeah, she's had enough of his shit. She's tired of living fucking hand to mouth. They're going into debt just to feed themselves, not just the kids. And he's like, yeah, we'll suck a dick. I'm going into town. I'm gonna go make us some money. And
I might even throw a whore in dog shit while I'm up there. I don't know.
Which best part of the movie is this lady comes
the nicest, hottest prostitute of all time.
She's probably the best actress in the whole thing.
Yeah,
she's coming on to Cowboy Cerrone.
You know how difficult that's got to be.
Yeah, so she fucking goes up and she's carrying the scene. She's like, I could fuck you for whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he takes her and throws her across the way, and that was the best part of the movie.
Hands off of me,
whore! Like, we got warm beds and hot pussy upstairs, and he's like, "Get off me, Republicans hate side pussy." One thing a Republican doesn't like is side pussy.
Hey, I just want to say, it was good to see Donald Cerrone win a fight again.
Fair enough.
That's how you know it's fiction.
Wild.
You could imagine though he'd be scared if she was just throwing shoulders around.
That's why her shoulders were exposed. That's why he felt comfortable. You could see them.
Oh fuck! So, all right, moving it along. Cowboy rides off to go fucking do wild shit, and then the 4 guys who scalped the guy in the beginning of the film come riding up over the hill, and immediately she's like, these guys seem like cool dudes. So they ride up to her all slowly and casually, giving her all the time in the world to go prepare herself, get guns, whatever. And she rides up, and or they ride up, and they're like, hey, ma'am, we just, we've been on the saddle for a couple of days. It's been too long. Can we get some water?
Eggs?
Yeah, our horses have been without some, and we've been without it even longer. And she's like, yeah, I'll give you all the stuff you want.
You boys come on in. We'll give you all hand jobs.
If you come
right
inside, I'll cook for all of you.
You can bust on my 9-year-old if you want.
Yeah, I don't care.
9 3/4.
I don't care.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh, by the
exactly
way.
what the fuck happens.
Keep going.
Except for the bust.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, there's bust. There's lots of bust.
Yeah, well, there's a bus coming. So they come inside. They're hanging out. They're singing jolly old Reb songs.
Yeah.
And
Dixie Forever.
And she goes outside to go get some more eggs and stuff or something for them.
Yeah.
And when she's coming on in, she notices on their horse that
They've got a Democratic sticker on the horse. Like,
Yeah, it says
They had
there was a fuck Trump.
They had to
sticker on there.
coexist. They had to coexist on the saddle.
It said Biden and Harris 2020 on the horse.
She
They
was
were like,
fucking
no, dude. The Democrats have infested my house.
The only thing, to be honest, was if there was some sort of like higher power calling reference to that, like someday in the future we're gonna have a great leader, you know.
yeah.
But fucking anyways,
They went to the horse. There's a Black Lives Matter sticker on it.
yeah, there's Black Lives Matter sticker and a couple of scalps.
She starts loading
And
the
she's
fucking
like,
shotgun up.
what
dude.
the fuck? And she goes inside. She gives them a bit more coffee. And then all of a sudden, she fucking brings the double barrel right around to the leader of the gang's face. And that's when shit gets
As
real.
he's saying a prayer, she's like loading a shotgun up and like clicks it like fucking like
dropping shells in her apron and stuff.
They all pull guns on her, and nothing. There's no reason they should have been invited into the house in the first place.
At all.
There's no reason that she should be being friendly. They have no food, but we're gonna share food with 4 strangers.
She was
I've got 2
just
small
talking to her
children.
husband about not having enough meat to feed themselves, just the kids.
They did nothing at this point. They are looking. You find out later why they're there, but like,
But
there's no reason. To
what
let
a
them
happy coinkydink that was! It's not like they were looking for this guy and they had his
looking for that
address.
guy.
They were.
Well, I feel like they were looking for him just out in the wild, like a shiny Pokemon. Like, I don't think they had his address in Google Maps, you know what I'm saying? They were just like,
No, they
man, I
did.
hope
Yeah.
someday let's find Jeb. They just scout this dude and was just like, hey, they stumbled upon it, you know?
Yeah, just like a shiny Pokemon.
It was supposed to be a joke.
Hey, don't do that joke again.
I'm never
Dude, stop.
podcasting again.
Yeah, dude, stop. What are you doing? He'll never come back. No matter how many other
done.
good ones he's done, he
I'll
will.
never do it again.
He'll never
Yeah,
come back.
God.
240
yeah.
or 20, nearly
can't-
30 something episodes and 70 something Patreons, and I'm fucking out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
No.
dude. You
One
can't-
bad joke.
Can't criticize Luke's comedy.
Why would you?
It's brilliant. Like
It is
Terror on the
perfect.
Prairie. Yeah, you are the terror on the prairie of comedians.
I'm out. I'm out. All right, so she somehow strong arms 5 guys out of her house with one gun, as
And makes
opposed
them
to,
leave all their guns.
Yeah, somehow.
So all of them put their hands on their guns to leave them there, but no one decides to shoot her in the mouth.
Yeah, shoot her in the head, take the baby, and then rape the kid or whatever.
Right.
You know?
Just call it a day.
Yeah, like
Reb
the web.
shit, you
Yeah,
know?
Reb
Yeah.
shit.
Real rap
Things
shit.
that people who had slaves would do.
And so it's a shootout for like a whole 24 hours, and not a single person is injured.
No, one guy's injured.
Long
I
hair.
think that was into the night, into
No.
day 2,
No,
though,
that
right?
was in
The
day
kid
one.
got busted up. Remember the kid shoots the shotgun while he's about to shoot the shotgun? You think the kid's going to die, but it's a bad movie, so he doesn't. And the guy, instead of being killed, gets hit in the arm, right?
Yeah.
And then they got to poker him up.
Long hair.
Yeah, long hair.
Remember
That's
his
it.
name.
That's the one. All right.
Yeah, say his name. That's
Never
what Luke is saying.
Never forget.
That guy was
Yeah.
an iconic.
We're gonna have a
an
tiki
integral
torchlight
part of
vigil
the
for
whole-
this guy.
Yeah.
He was an integral part of that.
An
story.
all lives matter rally around long hair and gold tooth.
Did they have names
His
for the other
name was
ones?
Gold Tooth.
Captain
His name was
Miller.
Gold
Yeah,
Tooth.
but the other two.
Captain Miller,
Long
gold
hair,
tooth,
gold
long hair, and there was one other guy.
Hasty Pete.
Pasty
Yeah,
Pete.
it was Hasty Pete. That was the name.
Hasty
of it.
Pete must have been one of them.
Yeah, he was the one that busts fast. Hasty Pete.
All right, so after a day of shooting each other and whatnot,
Yeah,
she's
shooting
like,
at each other. There's 900 bullets are fired, and one dude gets nicked in the arm a little bit.
The
Yeah.
most ammunition that's ever been in a Western movie.
Ever.
At
Yeah.
all.
like
ever.
like
she had had that many
historians came to
shells-
this location hundreds of years later and found all the shells, and they're like, "What kind of great battle here?"
Exactly.
That,
And if
that went unrecorded. You know what I mean?
By the way, bullets have always been expensive. If they were broke as fuck and they were just sitting on an arsenal of fucking ammo, go sell that and feed your kids.
yeah.
Dude, also, how many bullets could she have fit in that apron that you wouldn't have seen it?
She
Like,
put in 3 shells in one scene, and it lasted her 48 hours.
Yeah.
So
Also, she's got direct, clean shots the entire time.
no obstructions.
No obstructions.
So you guys, I'm sure you guys
It's
have
a
seen
prairie.
those super shitty wooden fence posts where it's like it's got the vertical post, but then there's only 2 horizontal posts sticking in, one at the top, one at the bottom. You can just fit right in the
Split
middle
rail.
unless someone puts up netting.
It's called a split rail fence.
Okay, so that's what's around their fucking barn, and
Thank
that's
God
what,
Lloyd got that in there. Everybody was on the edge,
Hey, that's Zeus stuff.
clamoring to know what
I
kind
bet
of
you a
fence
bunch of
that
people
was.
probably knew exactly what he's talking about then.
All right.
Split
So
rail. It's split rail. Not a chicken wire. Not chicken wire. Not chicken wire. It's split rail.
definitely split rail. Definitely split
fucking
rail.
Rain Man over here.
and she's fucking shooting at these guys
Who's
who are-
on first?
who are hiding behind a fence made like that, and she's missing. She's shooting the posts, she's shooting the railings, she's shooting everything but the guys right behind it. Like, there's no way she should have missed this many
With
times with a
shotgun.
double-barreled shotgun at a
She was
distance.
in The Mandalorian.
Fair enough. But she's a good guy. That means she made all her shots.
Yeah, that's true.
The bad guys don't ever make them. So
Well,
the
she
fucking...
got turned into a Disney
Yeah,
bad guy.
yeah. That's what happens.
That's true. So...
That bitch also has more testosterone in her than I do, than in my whole body is in Gina Carano. She can't not scowl at everybody the entire she's mean mugging through the whole movie, emotional moments. She's about to get raped. I'm not even buying that one. I was like, she just seems angry right now, like, but not like normal. I'm about to get raped angry. Just
Hey, what is that?
Yeah, hold on,
Hey,
wait.
explain what that is.
Back up.
usually, I didn't see fear in her eyes. Is what I'm saying.
Cody's like,
I wasn't hard at all.
We had to watch it 6 times.
we really did.
It was insane. It was like
Well, Cody kept rewinding it, but
it was like a button.
he
Just
was
like,
like, "Oh, finally, the rape."
he's like, every time I've done this, I've seen real fear in their eyes. She was not convincing.
all right, I realize now that I may have worded this strangely.
Yeah,
but
that's what. Yeah.
she just seems like a fucking grumpy bitch, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
Well, I would be too if I was getting raped.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, it seems that you're not really selling that she
I
was.
didn't mean during the rape. All right, the rape's off the table.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Her house has been getting shot up for 24 hours.
While
You think
she's
maybe
setting it on
she's-
fire.
Yeah, she set her house on fire.
She set her baby on fire.
Yeah, she did. She set her baby on fire.
But the baby was fine.
Was the baby actually on fire? Because
Yes,
I fucking
okay.
looked away for 8
Yes,
seconds.
So
yes.
she's fucking she's hacking away every bit of fucking furniture in her house so she can set her house on fire in hopes someone sees the smoke and comes to her aid before her and her 2 children burn to death. And which is the fucking most insane plan I've ever heard
Women
of.
logic.
Daily Wire.
Like, listen, she's a dumb bitch. We get it. Ben Shapiro.
Oh, I hope he does a review video.
Oh, it's demonstrably the best thing.
Objectively speaking,
Yeah, objectively speaking, it's the best Western that has ever since.
She's fucking so the
Tombstone.
What happens after the one of the 5 dick faces comes over with a bucket of water.
Can I just say
There's
did?
4.
They wanted that movie to be
thought
the
there
new
was 5.
There's
Tombstone.
4.
They wanted that movie.
You
to
were
be,
putting yourself in the movie. You're like,
You know what? It was immersive. You know?
That's how good the acting was. He was convinced he
I
was
thought
there.
I was there.
Yeah, there's 4 dudes.
Yeah.
And you were on, hold on, how, if you're convincing yourself you're there, why are you on the wrong side?
I thought you
I'm on
put
the right side, brother.
What were you gonna say?
I want to be the girl with a dress full of dog shit. No, the fucking. Sorry, I was fantasizing before you asked me. No, I forgot.
I mean, he wants to be thrown down by
Yeah, I
Donald
want to be
Cerrone.
thrown down by Donald Cerrone.
It's into the streets that are made of horse shit. I can't get it out of my head.
And people.
They wanted that movie to be fucking Tombstone so bad. I feel like you nailed that. Like
Yeah, dude.
They were like, oh my god, this is just as good. Like, what line do you think that they thought was the Huckleberry line? For sure, somebody was watching that, just jacking off of their own fucking script. Like, holy, we got it, boys.
What was the
He doesn't jack
Huckleberry
off because the
line?
Lord's watching.
When he's like sitting there, like saying a prayer over his dead friend's body, and
Well,
he's
that was
burning
like
anyone.
that felt like Pulp Fiction-y, like where, like the fucking like him saying this like the whatever thing from the Bible
Ezekiel
before they
25,
kill.
17.
Yeah, it was like
Parents of the
okay,
Lord.
dude, we get it. Like
Again,
Jesus
there's
Christ.
only like 3 books in the world right now.
There was a bunch of books.
I don't think you're right about that.
It was after the Civil War, you dipshit.
There were a lot of. Yeah.
What do you
It's
mean?
still
There were so many
people
books.
didn't still learning till like the 1870s.
It was, what are you talking about?
I don't think, in Luke's defense, they didn't start coming up with books until the 1500s.
Yeah. When do you think the Civil War happened, my man?
1863 to 1865.
Yes, so
Or,
there's
no, it's
enough time to write
1861.
2 more.
It's 1861 to 1865.
Man, there was a bunch of books.
How well do you
There's
think
like 12.
printing presses worked in 1861, my guy? Luke's
But there was a bunch of books,
It was
dude.
mostly the Bible. He's right, actually. Unless you were at a fucking library or you were ultra rich, there was not a lot of books. I hate to be on Luke's side. You know how bad I don't want to be on Luke's
Luke's not on
fucking
Luke's side. You're not paying attention.
Luke's side.
No, but he isn't wrong.
he was
He's so fucking wrong.
This joke turned out way better than I could have ever hoped it to be.
I'm not the dumb one here. I'll have you all know.
I'm not the dumb one here should be the fucking tagline for this podcast, dude. Hey! I'm not the fucking idiot. Yeah, dude, there was a bunch of books.
Man.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Yeah,
There's
like
so
12.
many books.
Yeah, like 12.
So
I have books in my room from that time.
I'm so kidding.
I'm not at all. There's books
They were
in my
not easily
room.
accessible. There was not a fucking.
I have
there's
some.
a
People
whole
were buying food and rakes. Okay.
there was there's a whole section of Wikipedia about
No, it says 12. I read the
literature-
number 12. No, fuck you. It's 12. All right. Now back to the story. Yeah, I'm verified. 12 books. They had 12 of them. Most people living in the rural parts of communities.
They
They were from St.
Those
Louis.
weren't even
were
words.
St. Louis! St. Louis, my friend! My very, very smart friend, Cody. You know how many books there were? She had 6 books that were thrown on the ground by 6 men, and that's how she met her husband, because he sucked them off, and then they gave them back.
No,
There was the
there
King
were
James,
books. Those were
the
drawings
King
of
Charles,
penises and
Henry
stuff.
VIII version. They were all just different versions.
Old Testament, New Testament.
Ezekiel, Ecclesiastes, Matthew, Mark, Luke.
Yeah, you haven't heard of the multiple books of the Bible? Come on.
They split them up to make it more adventurous.
I do like that Cody's making the stance, and in the storyline of the movie, it's they knocked a bunch of books out of my hand.
Yes, a bunch of books.
She was carrying a stack of Bibles.
Well, it was like they said like several books, right?
She said like 4 books
Oh, so now it's 4 books that they've had, and
that she had. Oh my God!
like 25 years before, as a woman. I don't think they let.
There's like famous books that were written before that.
Like the Bible.
yeah. This guy gets it.
When was Dracula written?
Bram Stoker wrote
that was
Dracula in
number
18 in the 1880s, I think. Hold on, I'll look it up.
That was book number 5. Storoko.
Yeah,
Bram
that was fucked.
Stoker.
Man, I'm retarded.
Bram
I'm a retarded person.
1897.
Yeah, 1897.
Okay,
I
when was
wasn't far off.
Frankenstein written?
Frankenstein would have been like 1910.
Was that later?
I think so.
Frankenstein?
No, I'm
Do
probably
you want
wrong
me to just
about
go in the
this.
other room and grab
Oh,
it?
Yeah.
I'm way off, dude. I'm 100 years off.
Yeah, so
1818.
Frankenstein was a thing. The Odyssey was a thing.
The Iliad.
The Odyssey
They
hadn't
wrote
even
those on
happened
fucking
yet.
stone tablets, my guy. What are you saying to me out loud right
Yeah,
now?
it's a book. What do you think the Bible was written on?
You think?
What do you think the Ten Commandments was written on, my guy?
You think it was like the Flintstones where they said big fucking binders for
Yes,
tablets?
yes, I do. Yes,
book?
I do. Yes, I do. Because I'm the dumb one on this podcast. I'm the idiot.
Thank you. Now that we've all reached a consensus, we can all agree with. We can now move on.
Dude, this is so much better than Terror on the Prairie.
So making fun of your dumb friend Cody.
Oh man.
No, you're not the dumb one.
No,
bro.
you're not the dumb one. You're the smart guy.
Anyways,
I don't even. Where were we? So the house is on fire.
the baby. I think the baby.
Wait, no
baby was-
books in it.
Baby with no books.
Zero books.
There was like
house.
4 Bibles. And then
I think she knocked a bookshelf over to.
She did.
I think that's what
She did.
She flipped over to fucking barricade the door as a bookshelf.
well, there was Bible fanfics back then too. So there was like,
My man.
Oh, God damn it.
so King David slept with Eve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had the Quran there. It was cool. It was cool.
Fuck. Hey, all right. So in a way, I'm still right. So the house is on fire. Baby's on fire. She's hacking a hole through the roof because the house is on fire, and she needs to get some air out so she can fucking breathe. And then she fucking yells at her son to get the fire off the baby because she notices it's on fire over her shoulder.
She goes, Will, your sister is on fire.
And I was genuinely hoping he was going to misunderstand because at that time he's throwing everything into the stove. And she
throws
just
the
yells,
baby
"Hey,
in
your
there."
sister!" And I really wanted him to just like pitch the baby in. And she's like, "No, you idiot!" Like,
Yeah, so she locked herself in her house, which is what she got canceled for bitching about.
God damn it.
Which is really just the fucking best part of the
bad
movie.
guys. The bad guys in this movie were a metaphor for COVID.
Yeah, it was COVID, dude. They were trying to
That's
impose
fucking
their restrictions on her, which is like the Holocaust.
She had to get out of there.
Hadn't happened yet, which would have been the 5th book that was written, Anne Frank's diary.
You're picking it up. And so, what does happen after the house? So one of the bad guys comes up with a bucket of water to help put the fire out after she's mainly covered the fire indoors.
Because she wants him alive.
Somehow. Yeah. Because Captain who?
Captain Miller.
Captain Miller wants him alive, so she allows him to throw the bucket on him. It's now day 2.
Also, they reveal all the exposition and plot devices right at the end of the movie. They're like, now,
Yes.
here's why you should have gave a fuck. Why it matters. Why they're here the entire time.
Yeah, understand.
Like,
For most of this movie, you have no idea like what's causing all of this to happen, other than Captain Miller wants them alive.
it's fucking bizarre, too. Just keep going.
And every time they're like the neighbor goes to ride off, and they're like, "Oh, catch him alive," so they can drag him back and kill him in front of them. Like,
Yeah.
Which I guess, I don't know, is that supposed to be a scare tactic? Like, it didn't make sense why they were doing any of the things they're doing. So the whole movie, you're like, what the fuck? Why is he acting like this? Why is he doing things this way? You find out at the fucking last 5 minutes of the movie, like, oh, they're hunting him down because...
He had a hand in killing his daughter that he's been talking about
Don't
the whole
ruin the
film.
surprise.
Yeah, for all the people that are going to watch this movie.
Please. I know we didn't say it right up front, but don't go fucking get yourself
Yeah,
some...
please don't.
Don't take advice
you.
from those two. They don't know what books are.
No, don't give these cunts money. Please. Seriously. I won't
No,
say
you keep-
that.
No, you're just historically wrong.
You know what? Sign
Read a
up for the
book.
Daily Wire. Go spend your hard-earned cash
And how
on-
about this? Read a book.
All right, you know what? Let me go grab some out of my room.
Is it a history one?
No, but I'll show you dates on them that are from
No,
before.
but he'll show you several from the 1860s.
What?
He has them.
You know
I
what?
do.
I bet Lloyd's books are filled with fucking critical race theory, dude. So are they even books? You know what I mean? I fucking say we ban them. You know what I mean?
I feel
Let's
it.
get back to the 1800s. 12 books.
We need
12 books only.
All right, so we need fucking the Bible, the Art of
Frankenstein.
War,
Frankenstein.
fucking
But ignore the message.
the Marx of Communism.
So we know not what to do.
Man, and they said Dan Carlin made this seem so hard to like be a historian. You guys are fucking killing it.
Yeah, but Carlin's a retard, so.
Yeah, he sucks.
I was just waiting for my time to say an F-bomb. I didn't know when it would fit in.
All right, let's talk about gays real quick so we can give him an opening.
Well, the whole thing was talking about gays, if you think about it. You know, they were trapped inside of a log cabin.
I see the metaphor for
Log
the closet.
cabin Republicans. Yeah, man. Pete
Is that what it was?
So yeah, day 2 they what? They killed the neighbor that came to come see the shit from the smoke.
Yeah, slit his fucking throat.
Right there in front of her.
He almost actually decapitated him. It was pretty wild.
Oh, but they do shoot the cow before him, right?
Yeah, they shot a cow.
And it was slow, and then it was brutal.
Why does the guy talk like he just had a stroke, like on the horse as he was riding up? He was just like, I saw smoke.
I think
Help.
I think he was.
He was tired from reading all his books.
I think he was foreign.
Yeah?
Yeah, he might have been.
He was a Mexican in Montana.
All right.
No,
They
he
have
was like,
legs.
He was like.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't a Spanish accent.
He was an
call me
immigrant
crazy.
of some sort. He was an immigrant. It was like I don't know. He was like German or something.
Yeah, he had the last name Pearson.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
that it?
Simonson or something like
I'm
that.
focusing on the wrong shit, I think.
I'm surprised you didn't notice.
I don't think there was any.
Cody didn't zero in on the fact that there was an immigrant there because he was
he
white.
did. That's why he's like, why was that one talking different?
Yeah, why is this white guy talking weird?
Why don't he speak like
Why don't he talk good? Why don't he talk good American? God damn it!
Yeah, well.
All right, so night falls on day 2.
So Cody's a fascist. Anyway,
That's true. So night falls, and
there was no books until yesterday.
book number 2 is now being thought about, and and one of the bad guys comes to the window at night and says, "Hey, I can get you some horses, and we can get the fuck out of here. We'll leave him. I don't agree with all the shit he's pulling."
yeah,
and she's
I'm
like,
wearing a hat from the Clockwork Orange, and they're like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's a book that's gonna come out later.
"Y'all are gonna love it."
It's the 4th book."
So
And
she's
then he
like,
says, "Well, no, the guy that's offering, he's like, oh, and then we can go and meet Jeb."
"Me Jim."
And so she shoots him because knowing that she hadn't said his name at all, so she realized they're there looking for her husband.
Yeah, which
why
was
she
a
shoots the guy.
surprise for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
To be honest, I didn't even hear that part.
I didn't either.
If I heard that part, I might not have been. I would have been like, why? Up until finally learning, but yeah. Okay, so.
But here's the thing: none of us knew that motherfucker's name.
Yeah. Oh wait,
Who
no.
are we
She
talking
said
about?
she said his name once before he rode off to town before he disappears.
Cody's lost. We're talking about Jeb.
Oh, the brother Bush,
Husband.
the one in Florida.
The husband.
Oh, okay. Donald Cerrone, why don't you just call him by his fucking name? Why are we doing this with their pretend character names from their shitty fucking Daily Stormer
What do you
movie?
mean?
What do you mean? What do I
We're
mean?
talking about the movie.
I know, but
Why are you using their story names when you're telling the story?
hey, I read books. Don't talk to me like that.
Both of them.
all 2 of them. Yeah.
So this is when she finally gets a kill.
Wait, hold on. Do you call Luke Skywalker Mark Hamill?
That's every time, pretty much. Yes. What do you call him?
Okay, I'm just asking.
All right.
All right.
No, that's Luke Skywalker forever. So So she finally gets the first kill after 2 days of shootouts, and it's because it's at point blank range.
And he doesn't have a gun.
And she shoots him right in the abdomen because he can't see that she's pulling a gun up right to her mid chest.
No, she had it on him the whole time.
Oh, she did? I thought she
yeah,
did it
she's
all
like,
secret
"I'll shoot
shit.
you in the heart."
As
or
she
whatever.
walks back
okay,
to act like she's gonna open the door, that's when she blows him away. Like,
Okay.
shoots him like 3 times.
So he goes fucking down, and that's when another shootout happens late at night. And
No one gets it.
Long hair is real upset. No, it's not long. It might have been Gold Tooth.
No, long hair.
It was long hair. Long hair gets real upset, calls him a piece of shit actor, doesn't know how to lie, which was pretty amazing since he's a critically acclaimed.
that was-
I know he's a SAG member at least.
That was gold. That was gold too.
Thank
You're
you.
right.
Thank you.
Long hair was the one singing the
Who didn't know how to
red-
drink.
song.
Yankee and drinking. Yeah.
Because he was hurt in the barn, so he was
Yeah.
just getting fucked up by himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so fucking Goldtooth is all upset. The shootout happens again, dies down it starts to die down again. They're hiding inside. They're eating and resting. Gina sends out her son to go get some horses so they can get the fuck out of there. And he manages to do all of that, right? Gets the 2 fully equipped horses pulled out of the barn, and they get on the horses, and then that's when they notice that they're making their way out. Oh, no, because Gina's attacked.
Yeah, and she stabs Goldtooth in the face.
She like slices him because he had like that big gash down his face.
But doesn't keep stabbing him because why the fuck would you make sure he's dead?
Anything, yeah.
After trying to burn your family down in a house with your 1-year-old.
It's funny that she was still the biggest gash in the whole movie.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Since he said big gash.
I mean, the thigh, the eye, the Gina. So she runs away after the attack, after attacking him. Gets on the horse. They ride for about 12 hours or about 6 months because now it's thawed out. There's no snow on the ground. The river is running perfectly fine.
Yeah, it went from like full on like a foot of snow to no snow
to
at
absolutely
all.
No snow seen anywhere.
Sense.
Yeah. And so they get to the river and they're like, dang, horses can't walk or swim across water.
Better get off our horses and chase them shittily through the... And they look like the Terminator 1 when it's chasing down the wall in stop motion animation.
There's a 9-year-old child in this river. It doesn't come up to his knees, and he isn't falling down.
And they're all acting like it's like it's slow motion, but at full speed. It was crazy.
It's like if
they didn't
you
play
put
music. It was just river sounds the entire fucking chase scene. I'm like... How much shittier could this get?
They didn't have music back then, man.
Yeah, they only had
one song.
They only had
one
two
song and 4 books.
I don't like this podcast anymore. I want to go home and eat fried chicken.
So they do like the mama line across the river until fucking Gina falls down. And after Gina falls down, she hands off the football to her son, and she says, "Go deep." And
he Hail Marys the baby.
Yeah. Hail Marys it. He goes for the fucking forward lateral. I don't know words. And so
he goes for the 4-wheel drive. He gets knocked down by the Chevy.
So he takes the baby. 9-year-old no longer having problems getting across the river. Makes it across the river just fine with baby.
Runs off in the bushes.
For some reason, the baby's not crying.
The one time the baby's not crying.
Yeah, the 9-year-old must have just been stuffing the baby's mouth.
It was feeding it rocks
with poison ivy leaves, just over and over again, trying to shut that fucking kid up.
So one of the bad guys finally gets it across after they capture Gina, and after he gets across, he's like, "Dang, that 9-year-old boy got way too far. I might as well just call it in."
Yeah, the guy that was 0.4 seconds behind him when they came out of the river
Also,
somehow lost him.
Also, wasn't the guy who was upset he got away the same one bitching at Captain Miller about, like, "You told me
I can
fucking kill him"?
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, how about you just fucking put in more effort, all right, buddy? Put in some overtime if you want that fucking
if you want to
victory."
kill a kid.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in my day,
Yeah.
when we wanted to kill a
hand you
kid,
the
you gotta
kid?
fucking do it.
Yeah, you want me to go get
Hey,
the kid for you?
I want my revenge, but I ain't walking through bushes.
Yeah. I'm allergic to sumac.
Captain, you know that. You know that.
Also, there's no foliage on any of the fucking bushes
it's just
or anything.
reeds.
At all. If he just opened his eyes, you would see the child and baby right there.
Loved your act out. But your eyes are
just
gonna pop.
open his eyes.
You know what? With how smart everyone's been on this about the books, maybe he thinks we don't know what eyes are.
Y'all know what glasses are? I'm about to blow your mind.
I only have 2 eyes, which is 2 less books than they had, and one more song.
They had the Bible.
And one
We
more
all
song.
agree they had the Bible.
At least.
That's 2 times as many songs as they had.
So they call it in. They're like, all right, we got the girl. Let's wrap it up. We lost the boy. Let's call it in, boys. So they go back to a temporary base they made on the side of some brick bridge that's always been there for some reason. It's just like, the indigenous people made that centuries ago.
And the guy's like playing with a blade next to her face that looks like he got it from the new image, like it's a brass knuckle fucking blade. The mall knife I was like, how is there mall knife stores in rural fucking South Dakota in the 1880s?
That's how that guy got the role in the movie.
Those were the precursors to knives. There were swords, and then there was those, and then there were pocket knives.
Yeah, there's no way that was fucking history accurate.
No, that's how that guy got the role in the movie. Was he owned the store at the mall that had the knives and guns and shit?
Like,
so he didn't have to pay for props.
Yeah, it was Crocodile Dundee's fucking knife that he pulls out, and he's just waving it in her face, and he's like, "Now get it real slow," like in like a cartoon. He puts the blade 4 feet above her head and slowly goes down. He's like,
You're getting ahead of yourself. You're getting ahead of yourself.
It's fucking insane.
Now, meanwhile, the chase was going down, and they were wrapping up Gina.
And that's when
we cut to Jeb.
Was on his way home.
No, Jeb just stumbled out of the bar after losing everything he's ever owned in a game.
Threw a whore in a ditch, and then
threw the whore in the ditch.
He left with money. He was folding money and putting it in his
pocket.
So
he had $2. So he had $2. He had enough to feed the family for 3 years.
She saw the money. That's why she came over to try and.
I know, Lloyd.
I was explaining to him. I'm not talking to you.
I was making jokes. Okay, so he leaves with $2 to feed the family for 3 years. If the listener didn't hear it, and so he sees wanted posters of some guys that we guess knew evidently. And he gets a panicked look on his face, and then that's when he runs. He starts to get on his horse, his carriage, and ride on back home.
That's that guy whose daughter I set on fire, but I should be allowed back on Twitter.
Listen, I killed one 12-year-old girl, and now I can't have a Facebook.
Fuck you.
Yeah, Brandon. I fire murder a child, and I say sorry one time in a prayer to Jesus over my one book, and now I'm not allowed back in the...
Yeah, I can't post reels on Instagram.
I've never even seen a TikTok.
Did you notice that was the story that ended up playing out? Was like he burned a child alive, and these guys are looking for him?
That's the plot that's unveiled right in this scene. That absolutely fucking blew me away. So I was like, how was I supposed to know this, and how did they know that the land they rode up on was that guy's place in the first fucking place? But
they can suck my dick with that story. What blew you away about it? How bad it was of a choice?
Yes, that's exactly what
Donald Cerrone.
I thought you meant like you were taken aback by the fucking...
Donald Cerrone, like WWEing his way.
I'm not giving you enough credit, dude.
No. But this is when
it's no Dragon Ball Z or whatever gay shit you like.
If only she had key energy, she would have fucking
One Piece.
If that was a shiny,
we said cowboy movie. He was like Bebop.
Look, all you need is a fucking Demon Slayer sword in your house to protect your family.
So Cowboy rolls up like a fucking Gundam, dude.
Hero, like an action hero that we've never seen
Why
before.
did he just use his Buster Blade? I mean,
he knew exactly where this crew was, where his wife was tied up. So he pulls up on the gang, horse stomping on the ground so hard, and they don't hear it. They pay no attention. He gets off calmly, throws the rope over the horse, and then Superman jumps off a cliff.
He's got a gun. He's got 2 guns on him. He's got a rifle. He's got like a shotgun. And
instead, he's going to take the fisticuffs route to this endeavor.
Yeah, and he puts a
instead of the higher ground.
Yeah, and he puts a rebel flag cape on and jumps down like Superman and barely half pussy tackles one guy. And I'm like, then all the guns come out on him, and it's like, well, don't rape my wife. And they're like, we're going to anyways. All right, but what if I give myself up? Well, we're still going to, we're probably going to fuck
she's like,
wife.
Don't give up. They're going to do it anyways. And he's like, I don't know. But no, they're going to do it for real. No, we swear we won't. And he does it anyways. Takes a fucking butt of the rifle to the noggin. Yeah. Goes down ASAP.
Wasn't knocked out.
Was not knocked out. Somehow.
Can't take a shoulder strike, but he can take the fucking butt of the rifle.
He wasn't even bleeding either. He didn't have a bruise. There was no swelling.
He had sniffles.
No fucking missing teeth. He was talking very loudly about
as opposed to the guy you see in the beginning of the film is mangled. Like, that guy lost half of his face.
And then they're just allowing them to walk in front of him with the horses, like, as he's going to string them up, and he's just loud talking about murdering the dude's daughter. He's like, he's a little hot under the collar after I fucking fire killed his daughter.
We thought it was
There's no reasoning with him.
We thought it was him. You confused a 12-year-old with that guy?
Again, maybe she was just really weird looking.
If they had more books, he wouldn't have done that.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? Trans people are confusing. That's what the Daily Wire's trying to get across here, I think.
Is that the big takeaway?
Yeah, that's the big takeaway, is that sometimes women look like men and they trick you.
What do we do without our narrator?
I don't know.
What
Reed.
happened next? Keep telling us what happened, Lloyd.
All right, so after Cowboy, like, Superman dives off, tackles a guy, he gives up, they're taking him off. They're walking out in front of the horses talking about murdering everybody just right in front of them. They get back to the house, they tie Cowboy up to the rafters, and then they're about to stab him or whatever, and Gina Carter's like, I'll do anything. And they're like,
Anything?
Anything?
All four of us?
All of us family style?
Right. 3-piece and a biscuit?
Like Buca de Beppo, we get to fuck you all at once. It's a family style portion of rape.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, we get a big box of your big box. Is that what you're saying?
So then Goldtooth drags her inside.
Yeah.
And
To
he throws up her
Rob.
18 skirts, which we got to watch 47 times. 'Cause
Yeah.
the
Well,
movie
how
kept
else are they
restarting.
gonna
Can
get
we
the
address
view
that
count
real
up?
quick? How many fucking
the
times?
movie kept restarting, like, back to the very beginning because it's on the Daily Wire's shitty website.
Yep.
Did
you have to pay money to watch this?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, fucking. They don't have a 30-day free trial?
No.
Or a
Listeners, if you see that this movie is blowing up online for some reason, somehow, if they spend enough money on like PR like that, it's not good. Don't spend money on
They
this.
don't even have a 6 million minute free trial?
No, that's it's pretty.
All right.
Is that a thing?
the Holocaust
cool.
joke? Yeah, it missed real hard. Anyways.
All right, so while that's going on, Gina reaches up over to a weapon we all forgot about. Before it happens, she's talking about how she'll put on perfume for him to make him smell better. Because, everyone in this time period smells like dog shit.
Yeah, they only have
All the time.
well water that
Yeah.
they have to bring up bucket by bucket.
Yeah, they all
And
have
the
worms.
snow.
Like, you can see them, like, swarming around in the sclera of their eyeball. You can just see them just, like, swim across. They're all filled with worms. So they fucking she reaches into the box that has the perfume, and she reaches in for the knife that she got from the indigenous people earlier in the film, and then that's when she fucking brains this guy, like, right in the back of the neck with a knife.
And then he coughs blood all over her face and she comes.
It was a really weird scene.
Your phone okay?
no.
You're looking at it like it's fucked up.
No, it's fine.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I just had to bend over. It was like a distressed look.
I was like, why are you making the fattest one fucking bit? It's like trying to fold a bowling ball in half. This is not gonna work.
A bowling ball?
That'd be so sick.
Fold a bowling ball in half. Jesus Christ.
Isn't that a
Cody.
concept you never thought?
That was wild. I'm
wild.
mad. That was funny.
That was
I was
crazy.
like, man, what a crazy pull that was.
I probably stole it.
It's Louis.
I don't know. Double check.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's talking about putting on a sock.
So
Yeah.
we skipped the
Whoops.
next couple of seconds after this because we were forced to watch that scene like 80 times. And so we just guess that after she kills him, she then throws the body off of her, runs outside while the other two are like dicking around, and she cuts down her husband. And when she cuts down her husband, she sets him free. They get weapons. Shootout number 3 in the house.
But before she leaves, she sprays diesel pussy fumes everywhere. That way the house can ignite.
Accelerant, fire accelerant from her vagina.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Keep going. Keep going.
So they run out of the house to like.
That was. What if it was her pussy stink catching on fire? That's what started the fire in the house so quick.
That was a real thing that humans could do.
People used to
You know what?
smell.
That actually
pussy
makes
stink was flammable.
Jesus Christ.
that actually makes sense as to how the roof kept catching on fire earlier.
Okay, so
She was getting too close to the stove when she was throwing shit in. It was catching and wafting up to the
That's
roof.
also why she wore 18 skirts, was to keep the fumes from coming out.
it's
Yeah.
gaseous.
Yeah.
Each one was a slightly darker color of off-white.
It's got layers. So they run from the house into the barn, and they're having the shootout there now. And she knows from having shot at these guys for 48 hours straight, she's got a history with them. She knows they're going to go ahead and strat right around to the other sides.
Yeah.
So that's what she does. She beats them to their punch.
Well, hold on, wait. You skipped where Captain Miller finds Goldtooth, says a prayer, and then sets their house on fire.
Oh, yes. Yes, he says a prayer, sets their house on fire. And you can watch as soon as the torch touches the house.
Yeah, it doesn't even touch the ground yet, and you can see
You
the accelerant light.
and hear the...
Yeah.
You know, you can watch it catch all the fumes and all the liquid that they sprayed around earlier. You look like you were gonna say something.
I was. It just wasn't gonna be funny. So I kept it moving. I was like, no,
What's stopping you now?
Yeah,
once
what?
I waited, I was like, nah,
I love
that's okay.
So they set the house on fire. They're now watching their house burn from the barn. Captain Miller circles around, straps around to the side of the barn, and catches Jeb down with his pants around his ankles. He's out of ammo, and he says his name. Jeb looks down, looks up at him. There's a moment of silence, and then a gunshot, and Captain Miller is fucking down. And right behind him is Gina with a strap here to save the day. And
Why don't they address that Longhair's still shooting at them the entire time?
no, Longhair panicked after he was shot at by Jeb. He sat down up against the well with his gun in his dumb arm.
Yeah.
So they
Because the sharpshooter was shooting at him but didn't hit him.
so these two critically acclaimed sharpshooters that are
They've
fucking
shot 600
armed to the
rounds
teeth.
of ammunition just
Yeah.
to get 2 shots that have connected the whole movie.
So yeah, literally just 2 shots have connected this whole
and
film.
one of them is by a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
One
Okay,
of them
yeah.
is a 9-year-old.
Okay, so 3
9
shots,
3/4.
2 from Gina, 1 from the 9-year-old. 9-year-old gets the wound.
Hey, 9
Gina gets
3/4.
the kill, huh?
9 3/4.
9 3/4. Because boys walk right through them. So
My man.
And so the guy long hair, the last of the Rough Riders that have survived this endeavor.
R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
Yeah, they get on he gets on his horse and he starts to ride away, but then Jeb's like, "Give me that," and he grabs the rifle. He even puts up the sights, the iron sights that no one has used this whole film. He pulls up the iron sights. He takes the aim at the guy, and you're like, "Oh, this is it. This is when good old Hawkeye is finally gonna come through." You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make the shot. He fucking goes bang. Dude throws his arms up in the air and screams, "You're shitty!" And then he rides
No,
off
there's a
into the
pink.
sunset.
There's a pink mist.
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
okay,
shot.
there is.
Big man.
He got shot. It's implied that
I
he's
was like,
falling-
even at the end, he failed. Like,
It's really,
Like,
it would be
Luke-
really
Luke
funny.
just
He's
thought the
like,
guy was
Fuck you.
good old long hair made it.
I'm going to go read a book.
No, he wrote the second one. So,
Emphasis on a book. There's
a book.
a book.
So,
One book.
the Bible sequel. He tried it. It wasn't well received. So he went with,
Interchangeably
he
the
went with the
book.
biography. So
The book.
so after they look off at their house burning down together after that shot, that it's debatable if he was killed or not.
No, it's not.
it was debatable. It was debatable. It was debatable.
No, he's falling off his horse into
knows?
the sunset.
He didn't fall
They
off
went
his
over the
horse.
hill.
He's slumping over on his horse.
He might be
Shot
sleepy.
goes
He's
down.
been shooting for 2
Yeah,
days.
he's been shooting and
Shame.
drinking.
Shame.
Hey, are you kidding?
I'd be exhausted. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. So
Okay.
So-
Tired of this movie. Let's wrap it
we're
up.
there. We're right there.
Okay,
So
great.
they fucking turn around. They watch their house burn down, and while they're watching it burn down, they're writing up blueprints of what their next house is going to look like. And they're like, you know what? I think we need to do. We need to double down on less space. And so they cuts to
We need to be minimalist.
another scene.
Jumped on the tiny house trend way before.
Yeah.
The next scene, this family of 4 suddenly has a family of like 12.
Well, it's not a fan. It's like
neighbors.
their
I'm sure they're
neighbors.
friends or whatever.
Yeah.
From states over. Yeah, so
From states. Oh, it's
there was no one around for 2 days while guns were being shot off, and no one came but one guy.
one guy came.
One guy.
Yeah.
Where were
killed
those 12 other families during this shoot?
Well, they heard about the
one
What,
guy
the
getting killed.
newspaper months
yeah,
later?
Yes.
Heard about him knocking the prostitutes down. They're like, that's a man.
Oh, yeah, we need to go teach this guy a
That's a
lesson.
man that's cut from my jib. I'm gonna help him build a house.
So they watch the house get built, and that's the end of the fucking
Yeah.
movie.
Tiny house on the
Roll
prairie.
credits. That
Roll
was-
credits. It was fucking hot garbage, start to finish.
Didn't you? Did you already say it? I haven't been paying attention for the last 10 minutes. But the fucking when he gets
Thanks.
shot. Sorry, when he gets shot in the side and he's got the
Yeah.
sling on his arm.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
we-
gets shot, debatably in the leg or the.
I
It looks
thought
like
he
the
was
both
on the
stomach.
did.
leg because he was limping.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
like
both
when,
ate a spleen fucking shot.
when the
with
shot
no
went off while he's
surgery
tied
available.
up, when Captain Miller shot him, it's like on his side that it blows out.
Why is it just implied that neither of them died? Like, oh,
Yeah.
and they lived like
Both of them
that's-
had gut shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way the gut shot and that thigh shot that he took would have. There's no way.
They're fucked. They're
No
completely
way.
fucked.
It's
There's
dumb.
no. They don't even know how soap works yet.
Yeah.
They've got one book. It's the Bible. They fucking. How are they gonna fucking do the surgery to get it taken care of?
Well,
gotta
no,
be
you
fucking-
saw her do
We'll send a
surgery.
red hot fire poker in there, and it'll be all.
You saw her do
dandy.
surgery earlier in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw her use a dirty fishing hook. She spits on it, rubs it on her fucking dirty pussy
That's what
stink
she learned in
dress,
that book.
and then sews up a native woman's leg. But
With ox hair woven yarn.
it was
Oh,
coming
no,
right
no.
off that dude's scalp, right?
No,
He just
she was just pulling it
ripping
right out of
his
her
head.
pubes. Just
Man, that's the
I've shaved
terror
all,
on the prairie.
and shaved all summer to make you a sweater.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I don't know. If you guys had to review it, let's end like that. I give it a fucking it's
Hot garbage. I give it a hot garbage.
perfect movie, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, dude. 1.1 out of 10. Brendan Schaub numbers.
Actually, yeah.
I
okay,
give it a
like
Gringo
that.
I give it-
Poppy.
that's what I was
Yeah,
about
I
to
give,
say.
I give it a Gringo Poppy for sure.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
solid.
you might be surprised at how fucking bad it is.
I'm glad we watched it though.
Yeah.
I'm not, but it's okay.
Yeah, Cody's
movie.
bummed out, dude.
That movie fucking sucked. How do you have fun watching a piece of shit like
You
that?
have fun ripping on it.
All right, it was fun. Yeah, don't fucking buy the Daily Wire.
Don't do it.
Don't watch that movie. Just listen to this stupid fucking show about us telling you about the movie.
Yeah,
and
just listen to
laugh
Luke
about it.
recounting the whole thing.
I think we did this for like the first 2 LLCs. We like or maybe more, where we like went from A to B, like the end of the film. You know what I mean, start to finish. But I felt like, and then other times we were just like, let's just rip on it and talk about our favorite lines and scenes. But this film was so terrible and so nondescript. I felt like we could have talked about it from A to B, and found all the openings to rip on it all the same.
I'm
And
genuinely,
that's what happened.
I'm genuinely happy we did the movie, and thank you for coming on, Blake.
Yeah,
You're
of course.
fucking-
Yeah,
you're
it's a lot of
always
fun,
great on
man.
here.
Yeah,
This
always,
content is
dude.
normally available on our Patreon. If you like this and you want to check out the Patreon content, this one's free. I'm putting it up for free because I figured Blake's coming on. It's a brand new movie that nobody else is gonna.
No one.
Yeah, dude, nobody's gonna buy fucking the Daily Wire to watch this. So watch it through us and fucking don't give them any.
Yeah, let me
don't
be
give
the
those
only,
cunts
let
any
me
money.
be the
Give
only
us,
idiot that did it.
yeah, give us the money. All right, give us. Make
We
up for
need
the
to pay.
$5.
We need to
Lloyd
pay
had to
Lloyd
spend.
back.
Exactly. By joining patreon.com/the Bastard Sermon. We do these Bastard LLC movie
You
companion
want
reviews.
15? For real, I'll take it out of the Patreon. Okay.
It was at $15
Yeah.
to fucking subscribe.
I watched
to
him cycle through
Fuck.
3 different plan pages like 8
sucks.
times. He was getting infuriated.
Did you try to type in 1, 2, 3 movies after fucking?
Yeah, it's not anywhere.
God damn, that sucks. Yeah,
And
come
nobody
on.
even wants to steal this movie. So
Yeah.
We have to pay to steal it all.
We spent $15 to fucking give you this, or Lloyd did specifically. So come on, that's 3 listeners. So you guys have got $5 for all of our
Tell
bonus
your
content.
friends. Tell
Bonus
them to
episode
buy.
a week, a fucking free episodes a day early. You're gonna get Bastard LLCs, Huckers, Fuckers, all kinds of
Discord
fucking good
stuff.
content. Discord benefits. Yeah, go and fucking check it out. Bastard Sermon, Patreon, blah blah blah. Read the name. Well, no, wait. Do you got dates or do you got
yeah, when's this coming out?
about a week?
A week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at Hilarities at the end of the month, 6:30 through 7:03 with Mary Santora in Cleveland, and then
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Bobcat Goldthwait at Go Bananas July 15th and 16th.
Legendary.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so-
awesome.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
Both of those
We
are
saw
incredible.
Mary for the Dan Cummins show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Mary
she was
rules, man.
amazing.
Yeah. So she's headlining that club for the first time, and I'm middling for her. So yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
fucking
man.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Where can they follow you? What's your social media?
At Big Rad Machine on everything.
Dope.
He's got a hilarious Twitter. Go and check out his Twitter. Fucking
Facts.
everything else is just him reposting his Twitter.
That's very true.
It's funny as, I get it though. Your Twitter is genuinely funny as fuck. Go and check out Blake. He's the greatest. Go and see a live show with him. Check out the open mics. Support the comedians in the local Cincinnati scene and everywhere else. I love you guys. Thank you, Patreon supporters. Here are the names.
All right, so we want to say thank you to each and individual patron that continues to support us every month unfailingly. You're all handsome, gorgeous, sexy motherfuckers. Thank you to Joseph Reardon, Alex Schubert, Butter Toast Man, Mike Dermeyer, KC, Scott Jorgensen, Trifinger Butthole, Nick Heaton, Kill Midgets, Austin James Reed, 1993, Tate Corcoran, Jessica M. Pommy, Vida Albert, Sarah Bovey, Jesus and his 12 Gimps, Charles Clarity, Lord Spit in My Mouth, Mark Johnson, Jay Shiner, Anthony Carter, Turbo Potato 3000, Matthew Carson, Bobby Bronson, Nick Glavin, Psycho Billy, Mr. Pasquinty, John Matheny, Neil to No One, Steve Worth, and Clint Young. Thank you guys so motherfucking much.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Love you.
Hell yeah, dudes.